sometimes these filmmakers, they sit in these, artistic rooms and that.
अंधी लड़की खूबसूरत लड़का प्लीज सपोर्ट पाकिस्तानी सिनेमा. हम सिनेमा नेशन थे एक जमाने में. एवरीबॉडी वांटेड टू बी अ पीटीवी एक्टर. फैसल को समझाओ ये रोज मॉर्निंग शो क्यों करता है. हमारे पास एक्टर्स हैं, हमारे पास एक्ट्रेसेस हैं, खूबसूरत से खूबसूरत, टैलेंटेड से टैलेंटेड. हमारे पास ऑप्शंस नहीं है जब तक हमारे राइटर्स अच्छे नहीं होंगे. देखिए फिल्म लिखना जो है बहुत मुश्किल काम है.
A well-made Bollywood film, but it will be filled with so much hatred and bigotry and like just terrible Islamophobic messages.
Before Modi, when the Congress was in power, they used to make good films. मैं हूं ना tackled the topic of Pakistan-India friendship basically, and the villain was shown to be the one who was against that friendship.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mao Shajaz. You're watching me on The Expat, and I'm joined by somebody who has been talking about cinema, culture, books, literature for I think almost all his life. You may have read his bylines. You may have watched him speak very candidly about movies, about films. This is the power of a true journalist. He is not afraid to speak truth to power, whether he's in the entertainment industry or any other business. I'm very, very honored to welcome Mr. Umair Alvi into the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Umair Saab. Kaise hain?
Waalaikum alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much for giving me your time. Thank you so much for giving The Expat your time. I wanted to talk to you about so many things that make me think and make me wonder as an expat, as a Pakistani. Why, first of all, and I know this is a tender topic for now because I think both of us got some backlash for our opinions, but why is it that we're not able to make good films in Pakistan? You've spent so much time studying movies in Pakistan, and you know filmmakers, you sit with them, you talk to them. Why is it that we are still not able to make the kind of films that we need to? And another topic that I want you to maybe also look upon is, why is it that people across the border are making our stories? Why are they obsessed with us? Are our stories so good? What's going on? Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, and go ahead.
First of all, in answer to the first question, we are also an obsessed nation when it comes to TV. We make good television dramas. We have been making good television dramas for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
And our dramas are popular all over the world. And whatever we write, whatever the directors do, it mostly happens on television. As for films, film is a very different medium. But to make good films, our directors, our writers have to understand that they are doing a film. They are not doing something for TV.
Okay.
Their mindset hasn't changed.
Okay.
Whatever they do for TV, they do exactly the same for films, except for add a couple of songs.
No, but then there are people like Nadeem Beg and Nabil Qureshi.
Everybody is making a drama.
Okay.
Everybody is making a large drama.
A big budget drama.
A big budget drama. A drama for the big screen, which is a telefilm basically, mostly. And recently Neelofar was released. And Neelofar is also a telefilm. It is not a film. A film is something that shocks you, that makes you want to go to the cinema, that makes you a happy person at the end or a sad person, depending on whatever the story is. But the issue is that our films don't match up to the expectations of those who love films. I will go to the cinema and watch Predator Badlands and come back happy and tell my friends that it is a perfect film. I will go and watch The Running Man and come out and say that it's not that good a film. But it is a film. At least it has something. It has huge sets. It has huge sets, explosions, everything.
Okay.
The dialogues are excellent, and everything from direction to acting to performance, everything is huge. But when it comes to Pakistani films, the directors, the producers, the writers, and even the actors think that the audience is stupid. And
well, I think Neelofar kind of also insulted our intelligence a lot.
Every other film insults the audience because they think they're stupid. They will pay 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, wherever you are watching the film, and then enjoy the film.
No, the reason why I'm cutting off, but the reason I brought up Neelofar is because the curse of Neelofar is there with every third filmmaker, like you very rightly said. Like every third filmmaker is making a drama, and they think that they're making a film, but they're not making a film. The problem is that I want to know your thoughts is that sometimes these filmmakers, they sit in these, artistic rooms and they sit in these parties where they think, oh, एक अंधी लड़की होगी, and then she's going to do this and then she's going to do that. अंधी लड़की,
खूबसूरत लड़का, खूबसूरत शहर,
tortured poet,
हाँ, tortured poet, slash writer, slash poet, slash writer,
Indian बीवी,
हाँ, Indian बीवी, मुंह पे कालिक, जलील हो गया.
अच्छा, अब now if I'm listening to the story sitting in some drawing room and you are pitching me the story, I'll be like, yeah, क्या बात है यार, क्या बनाओ फिल्म यार, लगाओ इस पे 20-25 करोड़.
I think the issue is that such films, good filmmakers don't make such films because they know that these films will not work.
Yeah.
But the problem is that some of our writers, including Khalil Rahman Qamar, they think they are bigger than the TV.
Yeah, the hubris is too much.
Exactly. They think that whatever they have written is perfect. When Salim Javed wrote Mere Paas Maa Hai, when Salim Javed wrote Kitne Aadmi The, did they think they were bigger than everybody else?
I
No.
think you gave me the example of Bandish.
I was just talking to you about Bandish. Bandish was released in 1980.
And you Gen Z kids probably don't even know about this. So tell me about what is the film, what was it, who made it? Please tell the
Nazrul
audience.
Islam Saab directed it. Nadeem Saab and Shabnam were the leading actors.
Yes.
An actress from Indonesia, Malaysia.
And what year was this?
1980.
1980.
Pakistan's first color CinemaScope film.
Right.
So CinemaScope matlab cinema.
Yeah.
Scope. The film had a helicopter, had many helicopter shots.
Right.
There was an accident in a speedboat. Right. There was Nadeem Saab getting married to a foreign girl, losing his memory first, and having 2 wives. And then there was a climax where he was standing with the first wife, gets hit by a baseball shot.
Yeah.
And regains his memory.
Sounds ridiculous, but it was.
No, but the way it was done.
Yeah.
When the ball hit his head, he dropped everything he has in his hand. He was standing in front of his first wife and kid.
Yeah.
And was making funny faces. He fell down in a slow motion and was taken to the hospital in an ambulance, where all the 4 songs that were filmed on him were in the flashbacks in negative. Acha lago re sona nachane. Both the versions.
Both versions.
The first wife with the second wife.
Yeah.
And in the hospital there was no dialogue like, oh, meri yadash wapas aa gayi. It was Shama. And he woke up.
Cinematic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there was a scene when he goes to his first wife.
Yeah.
And there was a door.
Yeah.
He was here on this side.
Yeah.
The heroine was on that side.
Yeah.
And the camera, both were in the same frame. And they were talking to each other.
Yeah.
This is a film.
I need to watch this film again. Yeah. I remember watching it.
This
not
is
really,
a film.
Yeah.
It is not that we saw in Nilofar, every other character besides these two, Mahira and Fawad, their head was not.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Was it Tom and Jerry inspired? Because whenever in Tom and Jerry a human was shown, the head was not shown.
They didn't have faces. But then so we've said that we make big dramas. We make dramas with big budgets, right? That's fine. So we're putting in the money. We're putting in, like, I think Love Guru was made in quite a high budget, 28, 29, 30 almost crores. That's a lot of money. So we're making those big films. We're ready to invest money. And then Love Guru made some money back as well. Then you've got examples like Maula Jat, which was done in I don't know how many.
25 crore minimum.
Minimum. And then, then again, let's remember that this was made maybe 6 years before. And so let's scale it down. So today, if you're making a Maula Jat, it'll obviously invariably cost you more. In any case, Maula Jat was a success. It's a success story. When we look at films like that, we are saying that, hey, maybe the stories are bad. But then do you feel like the real problem is that we don't know how to do cinematic storytelling? Because what you're saying on paper, it doesn't seem too out there. But like you said, it's the way that we're not telling these stories, like the way that we're not telling cinematic stories. What do you think has been the best picture or film to come out of Pakistan?
Maula Jat.
Maula Jat.
Without any doubt. Because when I went to watch Maula Jat in Lahore, I was blown away in the first half. I was like, who makes such films?
Yeah.
who is this guy? Where is he from? Is he Pakistani?
Yeah.
That was one of the first questions. And then after the first half, after the interval,
But Bilal made a good film before. He's made War, which was really good.
I didn't like War.
Oh, you didn't like
I
War?
was
I liked it. I thought
no,
it was fine.
there was the dialogues were stupid.
See, look now, Umaira, if you're watching movies now, you now have new appreciation for War.
I reviewed the film
Yeah.
in 2013 and
Yeah.
I didn't like it then.
Okay.
Because this dialogues were stupid. If you have to make an omelette, you have to break some eggs. It was already a dialogue.
Yeah.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Stallone was the worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Rambo.
Yeah.
So it was like a childish film basically.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
But and especially the climax. The villain is so huge, so larger than life.
Yeah.
And how does he die?
But what about other films? Like we had good films like Tifa or Parvaz Hai
I
Junoon.
liked Tifa.
Okay.
I liked Main Hu Shahid Afridi.
Main Hu Shahid Afridi was really good.
Because I also cover sports, so
Yeah.
I knew that it was exactly these
and
two
we're
films.
lacking sports stories now.
Exactly.
We're not making Jahangir Khan पे film नहीं बनी. How is that possible?
जहांगीर खान इजाजत नहीं देते.
अच्छा इजाजत.
जहांगीर खान पे बननी चाहिए. वो देखिए उनकी तो पूरी पक्की फिल्म है ना वो.
हाँ, बनी बनाई फिल्म है.
Exactly, उनके भाई का इंतकाल हो गया when he was hardly 19, I guess. Then he was not fully fit. His cousin Rahmat Khan coached him. He left his career first and then coached him to the British Open, made him British Open champion. Then he won 555 matches on the trot.
Wow.
Then he lost one match and then won again.
Yeah.
Then came Jansher Khan and started losing. So that's a perfect story. That in the end, in the final match of his career, I think it was World Team Squash Championship. He returned from retirement, won the match, and Pakistan defeated whoever was the other side 3-0 because of him. So that's a perfect story. We made Shah. Shah. Exact. Shah was a low budget film.
Yeah.
But since I had watched the Saeed Shah fight during the 1988 Olympics, I was anticipating
But
the shots.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it was a really good film.
I was anticipating the shots. Those. That's it. That was such a great film. But after that, we didn't make any film.
Motorcycle Girl was okay.
Motorcycle Girl was okay. It was fine. But the issue with our filmmakers is that we don't know how to make a film, how to write a story, how to make someone write a story. A friend of mine, Mohsin Talat, is a television director. I've been bugging him to make a film and he says, भाई इंटरवल पे आके फाड़ देता हूँ, मुझसे इंटरवल नहीं हो पाता. Which is honest. He is honest, so he knows that interval nahi ho pata.
Yeah.
What Neelofar
Although he could easily say that, just somebody can give me money for the interval and then afterwards whatever, I don't care.
Neelofar में interval क्या आया था? ड्राइवर से बात कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
कि हाँ अच्छा अंधी लड़की इंटरवल मतलब कैसे सोच लेते हैं ये. इससे अच्छा इंटरवल तो मतलब मैं बता देता हूँ उनको कि कहाँ लगाना है.
I think this was one of definitely the worst films I've seen in a while. Coming to terrible cinematic experiences, one other topic which I really, really wanted your thoughts on is that हमारा constantly border पार से comparison होता है. When we talk about the industry, we look at our stars are enamored by Bollywood for good reason. Obviously, they've made great films and their industry is so much bigger. But then we are somehow always pitted against each other, although we shouldn't be.
We shouldn't be.
Because we don't have that cinema landscape as India does. And India follows a certain state line when it comes to its content as well.
It has now been following state line. देखिए, India,
I think always did in certain
Bollywood,
ways.
Bollywood and Pakistan.
Yeah.
No Lollywood, Pakistan basically. There is no comparison. After 1947, when we were when independent Pakistan became an independent country, and so did India, the filmmakers, the better filmmakers stayed back in India. Most of them came to Pakistan, but the ratio was 60-40 basically. 60% stayed in India, 40% came to Pakistan. And in Pakistan, the technical facilities and everything else was not at par at that time.
Yeah.
Many of the cinemas were burnt down. Many of the cinemas didn't even exist by then. And many cinemas, people came later.
Yeah, much later. They were built later. Yeah.
Exactly. Many cinemas.
Yeah.
In India, there were cinemas, many cinemas, there were facilities, there were
Larger
everything
country,
else. Exactly.
larger country,
and they loved their cinema. We don't. We don't love our
I don't
cinema.
think that's true. I think we did, but we lost that love.
Because of many restrictions. the first martial law came in 1958, and it did change a lot of things, because before that the filmmakers were independent. They were making whatever they wanted, but then they sort of got a line to make such films. After 71, we lost one of the biggest
industries.
Dhaka film industry.
Yeah, Dhaka.
Exactly, we lost that. Many filmmakers, who including Zahir Rehan, who made the first Pakistani colored film in Sangam, we lost him because of that. Thank God Nazrul Islam and Rahman came to Pakistan, and Rahman Saab went back.
Shabnam ji.
But I am talking about directors. Nazrul Islam Saab came to Pakistan and stayed here till he died. Shabnam Sahiba, Runa Laila, they all stayed in Pakistan. Runa Laila went. Alamgir stayed in
but
Pakistan.
They worked a lot in Pakistan.
Exactly. And they are icons still.
Absolutely. Without doubt.
We were at that time, till 1971, we were at par. We didn't, not at par, then 55-45.
Yeah.
After that,
the decline came.
Decline came during the Zia era. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
In 1977, the filmmakers were restricted. They were made to align with someone, a producer who doesn't have any idea of filmmaking, and make films, get the approval from the script approval from the government, and such and such. So that's why Urdu filmmakers stopped making films, and Punjabi became the
ghettoized,
number.
I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Maula Jat and every film. And till 1994, I think, Punjabi cinema ruled.
And then it became niche. Pashto cinema, Punjabi cinema, they became very niche.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then afterwards, when there wasn't a martial law, when there wasn't a government script, like Musharraf came, and they were generally he was very, pro enlightened moderation and everything.
It was Musharraf who gave the green light to Mughal-e-Azam in 2006.
Okay.
Because Mughal-e-Azam was colorized, and he wanted it to see on the screen. So it was Musharraf. After 41 years, 75, 85, 95, yes, after 41 years,
wow,
an Indian film was screened in Pakistan, and the result made the filmmakers ask the government to please open the film, and that's when things start getting better. Exactly. People don't go to cinema because they know that there might be
a good film.
They might not be watching a good film. But when they have options, when they have Gully Boy, when they have Singham, then they will go and watch. The example of Bajrangi Bhaijaan. When Bajrangi Bhaijaan was released in Pakistan, all over the world, 2015, two Pakistani films, Bin Roy and Wrong Number 1 in cinemas. Bajrangi Bhaijaan was going house full.
Yeah, I remember.
But Pakistani cinemas stood by the Pakistani filmmakers, and one show, couple of shows were given to these films, and they were also hit. They also did good business. So, due to Bajrangi Bhaijaan, people came to cinema. If they didn't get the ticket, they would watch Mahira Khan Humayun Saeed or Danish Taimur and the other girls. So, this is one of the things that helped Pakistan cinema. So, you think that
a variety is better for the audience?
You cannot force people to watch films. During the last 30 years, we have been begging people to support our cinema. Please support Pakistan cinema. There was a film by Jawad Bashir. I'm forgetting the Maya. Only 5 people watched it, I think. I was one of them. And it screamed in the end, please support Pakistani cinema in red.
Yeah.
So, and it was a film, basically. He was not the hero, I think, but his wife played double role.
Okay.
One was a normal, his wife normally, the hero's wife, and the other was a vampire or something. And it was a bad film. Whenever the shot of a church was shown and the father was shown, it was like he was doing this. A friend of mine who was also Christian was sitting with me. Dude, have you seen me do this? Dude, have you seen me wear a cross? Dude, what is this? So that's exactly what the kind of films.
That's ridiculous.
Most of our films are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we are proud of those ridiculous
because we live in some bizarre world where we think, oh, I'm sitting in my drawing room, I've come up with this idea. Why don't I get some money from somewhere and make this? I'm sure people will love it. It does not work like that at all.
Especially after Molajat,
Yeah.
the audience have realized that we can make a good film.
We can make a good film.
And no film,
Yeah.
maybe Love Guru, Deemak, or a couple of more films, no film has done business, has done good business or even break even because the directors think that we can make Molajat. Why do you aim to make
Why
Molajat?
would you make? Yeah, exactly. Just make a good film. Just make a good film.
They must study Molajat because Molajat isn't something that you can make in 1 year or 2 years.
I don't even think the makers themselves can make a repeated Molajat. I think that's one of those once in a lifetime kind of things. But when you were talking about the diversity of that platter where somebody can go watch a Bajrangi Bhaijaan or somebody can watch a Bin Roy as well. I wanted to ask you, because this is a conversation we were having in the beginning, and this is a very hot topic right now, is that there is a slant of Bollywood towards making films which are not. There was a reason then the ban happened, and we don't want to see the Bollywood films. Some of that rhetoric is really terrible. And I remember watching some of the films, and I'm like, oh my god, why did this? Like the same way you think of a bad Pakistani film, like why was this made? Similarly, I think of it'll be a good, well-made film. A well-made Bollywood film, but it will be filled with so much hatred and bigotry and like just terrible Islamophobic messages. That's why I think that I kind of support the idea that let's not show that to our audiences who are already very gullible when it comes to the cinema. I want to know your take on two things. Number one, what do you think is the way forward for Pakistani cinema? Number one. Number two, why do you think they're making these kind of films? Like Bollywood was always an industry that did well. What's gotten into them now?
Bollywood was always an industry that did well before Modi came to power.
Okay.
Well, Modi, like many of the politicians on this side as well, is self-obsessed. He wants
that's occupational hazard, I would
exactly.
say.
But before Modi, when they were the Congress was in power, they used to make good films. Mehuna featured theme of
Veer Zara. I find Veer Zara very problematic also, but yeah.
No, but Mehuna tackled the topic of Pakistan-India friendship basically, and the villain was shown to be the one who was against that friendship. So they made films like that. They also did a film Black and White. Subhash Ghai made it in 2009 or 10, which handles Islamophobic very well, because the hero comes from somewhere and lives with Anil Kapoor and then tries to blow the Red Fort, I think. So, but it was tackled well. Anil Kapoor was shown as a Hindu who was a professor in Islamic studies.
Okay.
Exactly. So they did well at that time.
But that doesn't exist anymore.
No, because since Modi came into power, you have seen most of the films after Bajrangi Bhaijaan, basically. But after Bajrangi Bhaijaan, most of the films have, whenever it talks about Pakistan, whenever they talk about Pakistan, it is like that. Why?
Yeah.
We don't talk about India like,
Yeah.
Exactly, because we know, because first of all, we cannot make propaganda films. We have made propaganda films, but they are not that well shot,
but
well
I also
executed.
think we're not obsessed with them the way
Because
that they
we
are.
have other issues as well. We have many issues in Pakistan right now. The stability issue. The cinema is very expensive. The TV is very cheap, free basically, and there are other options like Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. People will never leave their home until and unless someone tells them that this is a good film.
But I don't know if you're watching a lot of. See, my thing is that their propaganda is on a state level, and it seeps their art and culture. It happens in all countries. That's not a strange thing. It happens everywhere. But their propaganda is on that level, which is very saddening, because I remember watching a clip of Akshay Kumar, and he was being interviewed on the red carpet, and somebody had asked him about terrorism, and it was a very Islamophobic question. And he was like, look, nobody's a terrorist. People are all good. There are good and bad people in every religion. They're good and bad people.
That was before Modi came to power.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say is that there is a problem now.
Akshay Kumar came to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Did a concert in Lahore with Umar Sharif, then did a show with Umar Sharif in Dubai.
But Javed Akhtar says that we don't invite people to Pakistan.
Javed Akhtar doesn't matter basically right now.
He does to a lot of our Lahori elite.
But and Akshay Kumar, when he went back to India, he said, "I will not work in a film against Pakistan or the Pakistani people because the kind of love they have given me is fala fala fala." But then, when Modi came to power, he
it all
flipped.
changed. It all changed. That's very sad.
And that's when his film started getting flopped.
Tanking.
Exactly, because the problem is people want to watch him in something like क्या नाम था उसका एक फिल्म का जिसमें डबल रोल था उसका
For what?
अरे वो थी ना Rowdy Rathore.
Rowdy
People
Rathore.
want to watch him in Rowdy
Rowdy
Rathore.
Rathore.
People want to watch him in
Hera Pheri.
Hera Pheri,
Yeah,
Welcome,
yeah.
and other films, but not in films like Surya Vansham, Surya Vanshi, whatever it was. But because these films target Pakistan. Yes, Baby was a good film. Baby targeted Pakistan, but it didn't go overboard.
But now, too, have
Baby
you seen
had-
Dhurandhar?
Yeah, Baby had 3 Pakistani actors in it.
Yeah.
Rashid Naz, Mikhail Zulfiqar, and Hassan Noman. That's the 3 I can remember right now. But it was a good film, well-made film, well shot, well executed. But Dhurandhar, it's basically full-on propaganda.
Okay.
Because in one of the in the trailer, the character of Ajit Doval says कि हम उनको मजा चकाएंगे. Why are you breaking the fourth wall basically? Maybe something like मजा चकाएंगे मतलब उनको देखेंगे बकवास. फिर उसके बाद वो कह रहे हैं कि हमारी कभी तो कोई अच्छी हुकूमत आएगी. मतलब he is for मतलब basically foretelling के 2 terms के बाद अच्छी हुकूमत आएगी, अच्छा आदमी आएगा, हमारे अभी दिन फिरेंगे और ये भी होगा. बकवास. जितने लोगों को मनमोहन सिंह के ज़माने में जेल हुई है करप्शन पे, उतनी मोदी में तो किसी को भी नहीं हुई. विजय माल्या बाहर बैठे हुए हैं.
वो तो उनकी तो गंगाई उल्टी चल रही है. वो तो एक अलग बात है. लेकिन इसमें जैसे मेरा सिर्फ
देखिए मोदी का प्रॉब्लम क्या है. When a person knows that whatever he is doing is backfiring, he goes to the filmmakers and tells them to make such a such film. Wag the dog. You must remember Wag the
I
dog.
remember.
What happened? Okay, how close are you to that person? उन्होंने कहा कि tell him to do this. No, tell him to do this. ठक ठक. मतलब वो यूं बता रहे हैं ना कि यही हो रहा है इंडिया में. Wag the dog ही हो रही है. मतलब Modi goes to the filmmakers, tells them I want to make a film on Pakistan's nuclear assets. And then
strange things happened. What was it with the Siddharth Malhotra film where they were just like
they were
taking
about
away
to bomb Quetta and then realized no, it was Kauta.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Karachi has a bridge where people can walk in Dhurandhar basically.
Okay.
Over the Samandar या ocean or river जो भी.
Okay.
कहाँ है?
Okay, I haven't seen the film because it was banned, I think, in the Middle East, so I don't know about this. But
Illegally, watch it illegally.
I don't want to watch it illegally. I don't want to watch it legally.
No, watch it illegally, so it hurts them
It hurts,
basically.
no, but I don't even want to watch it legally. I want the larger point in discussing in all of this is that, look, I'm a huge advocate of art should be free. People should be able to watch what they want. They should be able to choose what they want. Now, I also feel that idea may be a little too idealistic because sometimes people are not smart enough. They are being fed propaganda. They don't understand it's propaganda, but it is propaganda. My thing is that in this climate, when you look at films being released like it, and I think that the Middle East is generally very open and it allows all kinds of conversations to happen as well. And I think that's also a misnomer and a misconception about the Middle East that, oh, you can't do this and you can't. And there are a lot of films that are released, obviously with parental guidance and everything, with the appropriate rating, but films are released. I've seen Kesari in the cinema in Dubai when I was the editor of Masala. So, but problem now is that because these tools, and now we have Jo Bache Hain Sang Samet Lo, the kind of control India's state has on its digital platforms, I think they're stonewalling our very, very important product. So in this climate, what is your thought? Like, my thought is very clear. I'm like, look, if it's with respect, Alhamdulillah, very good. We love you. You love us. Amazing. Let's sit together and break bread. But if there's no respect and if you're constantly trying to hate on me and my identity, how can I appreciate what you're doing? What's your take?
The problem with Pakistan and India is that they both, general people of both the countries, they don't hate each other. I've been to India. I went to a university and one of the students, I asked them if anybody has been to Pakistan. One of the students raised his hand and said, सर मैंने कहा कि एंड वापस आने का दिल नहीं चाह रहा था सर कि मैं लाहौर गया था सर बहुत मोहब्बत
Which city did you go to in India?
लखनऊ.
Lucknow.
Then one student asked me, sir, पाकिस्तान में मोबाइल मिलते हैं? तो मैंने कहा आपके जो टीचर हैं कि मेरे कज़न साहब थे, मैंने कहा लास्ट ईयर आए थे, इनका पानी में फ़ोन गिर गया था. उन्होंने जो ये टिशटॉश फ़ोन लेके घूम रहे हैं ना, ये सदर से लिया था. कह रहे तो देन आई टोल्ड देम कि भाई आप पाकिस्तानी ड्रामे देखें.
वहाँ पे क्या हम क्या कबूतरों से कम्युनिकेट करते हैं?
एग्जैक्टली मैं पाकिस्तानी ड्रामे देखे. दे सॉ खुदा के लिए एंड बोल, because they were released in India and they were both wonderfully shot, beautiful films. Exactly.
Films, yeah.
So in their minds, Pakistani cinema is huge. मैं 2 ही फिल्में थी भाई.
भाई ड्रामा बड़ा है हमारा.
ड्रामा बड़ा है.
ड्रामा बड़ा है, उनसे भी बड़ा है.
देखिए ड्रामा उनका तो ड्रामा है ही नहीं ना.
उनका ड्रामा तो नहीं है. वो टीवी नेशन है नहीं, वो सिनेमा नेशन है. हम लोग टीवी नेशन हैं.
हम सिनेमा नेशन थे एक जमाने में. प्रॉब्लम यही है ना कि ever since the downfall of Wahid Murad, Nadeem Saab, Mohammad Ali, Shahid and others, first of all, they didn't maintain themselves.
Yeah.
Shahid Saab gained a lot of weight and he still wanted to be hero, which the audience rejected. Wahid Murad didn't change his style.
Passed away early also.
But in the last 3 years, he didn't give a big hit. Mohammad Ali kept on working till the late 80s.
पर उनका तो वो जोक बन गया था ना कि वो आप इस उम्र में BA पास कर रहे होते थे वो.
मगर he did some very meaningful films as an elderly statement basically, and he was part of Shani, the first Pakistani sci-fi film.
I remember Shani. Oh my God,
and
I love
Shani. He did Shani for free. He did Shani for free.
Oh, really?
When the director approached him, he said कि आप अली भाई कितने पैसे देंगे? कहे साले तेरे बाप ने मुझे हीरो बनाया और तू बच्चों की फिल्म करने जा रहा है और तू मुझसे पैसों की बात कर रहा है. And he was the main character in Shani after Shani basically.
Wow.
So he kept on working till the early 90s and he was an icon. We all in India and Pakistan both. But the issue is that when the lines blurred between televisions and films, we lost it. We tried to make every Pakistani film star to work in television.
Yeah.
Mohsin Khan worked in TV. He was trained in India. He did some films in India. Shan did a TV drama.
Yeah.
Kache Dhage, I think.
Yeah.
Which didn't do well. Then Resham came from TV, went to films, returned to TV.
Yeah, returned to TV.
Meera, film, TV. Teema wanted to enter TV, but she didn't. But every other Pakistani actor from the 90s and late 2000s, they all worked on television. That didn't help them. That didn't help basically the film industry because now they were accessible to all.
Yeah.
You can only watch Wahid Murad in the 1960s and 70s if you pay the amount and go and watch the film in cinema.
बट उमर भाई ये तो वैसे ही खत्म हो गया ना, तो ग्लोबली खत्म हो गया. इसमें हमारा इंडिया या पाकिस्तान का मसला तो नहीं है. ग्लोबली नाउ यू हैव सेलिना गोमेज डूइंग समथिंग लाइक ओनली मर्डर्स इन द बिल्डिंग. यू हैव गॉट दीज बिग स्टार्स डूइंग स्मॉल टाइम स्ट्रीमिंग. मतलब एप्पल टीवी पे पूरा सिनेमा बैठा, पूरा हॉलीवुड बैठा हुआ है.
देखिए वो जिस लेवल का बनाते हैं ना, ओनली मर्डर्स इन द बिल्डिंग जो है, क्या स्केल है.
आई लव दैट शो सो मच.
सही है, क्या स्केल है. आप कर सकते हैं. आप या तो उनको लेके आए, जैसे एंथनी हॉपकिंस डिड टीवी Westworld, not only Murders in the Building. Because Anthony Hopkins का लेवल Westworld वाला था. आपने ब्लर कर दिया. आपका टीवी और आपका फिल्म सेम है.
मतलब आप कह रहे हैं शान शान नहीं बनता.
एग्जैक्ट नहीं बनता ना. देखिए शान को टीवी पे आने नहीं चाहिए था.
बिल्कुल नहीं. शान को तो आई थिंक शान इज वन ऑफ दोज tragedies I think in our cinema.
Humayun Saeed.
Stay
on television. Stay on films basically. If you want to do films, stay on films. Just Fahad Mustafa kept doing films for 10 years.
Yeah.
Did a drama, then left.
Yeah.
2 films.
Or you do a Kabhi Main Kabhi Tum.
Exactly. 2 films basically. So that people can associate them. I once met Tanveer Jamal Marhoom and he was while we were talking about something, he said फैसल को समझाओ ये रोज मॉर्निंग शो क्यों करता है.
फैसल किसी बात करें कुरैशी के. अच्छा
तो वो खड़े हुए थे. मैंने कहा फैसल क्यों करते हैं. तो कह रहे तो मैं कह तनवीर भाई से पूछो ना क्या. तो कह रहे व्हाई इज ही एक्सेसिबल टू द ऑडियंस एवरी डे. पीपल शुड वेट फॉर हिज ड्रामा every week, 1 episode.
Yeah.
Or if he does a film, they should pay for it.
I think उमर भाई ये भी होता है ना कि I think sometimes these guys don't realize. तो हम भी इज्जत नहीं करते अपने स्टार्स की, ये भी एक फैक्ट है. हम बॉलीवुड वालों की ज़्यादा इज्जत कर लेते हैं, हम अपने नहीं करते. लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि what they don't realize is what they've been given by God is 1 in a million thing. Like Faisal Qureshi, let's talk about him. What an actor. What an actor. And I mean, what have we done with him?
Every role that he does is different.
Is outclass.
Nohan Ijaz. He
Nohan
doesn't want
Ijaz.
to do films.
Why?
He was in Ramchand Pakistani.
Yeah.
He did Virsa as well.
Yeah.
The Indo-Pak collaboration, but he doesn't want to work. He said, I don't want to play the hero's elder brother.
Yeah.
Don't want to play the
But why must
father.
cinema always have to be about young people?
Because we are. That's a simple thing.
Human beings in general? You're
Exactly.
making... Okay.
Because in India, in America, let's see, Clint Eastwood is 95 years old.
Yeah.
In Cry Macho, he was the leading man at 91. They made The Mule for him. He was cast in The Line of Fire when he was over 70. The same goes for Paul Newman. He kept acting in his 70s. Gene Hackman till 80. Every other
And I remember
actor,
that film. Do you remember Enemy of the State? Was it Gene Hackman and Will Smith?
Will Smith.
What a blockbuster that
Exactly.
was also. Yeah.
And they treat their senior actors as legends. Because they deserve it.
They deserve
We don't.
We don't.
When was the last time Nadeem Saab a role was written for Nadeem Saab specifically? Never.
I think it was like a very small ornamental piece in Pare Hart Love, I think, where he just did a couple of lines.
Anybody could have done it. Ahmed Saab could have done it. Nadeem Saab deserves better.
Oh my God, what an actor was he? What an actor was he?
When he did Bisat, his first TV drama, I interviewed him in 2000. When I went to interview him at the Combined Studios, I was standing like it and he was standing behind me. He said, "Haan bhai, kaun aaya hai?" I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
He was 60.
Yeah.
I turned. He looked like a 21-year-old.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like, "Sir, अरे तुम तो बहुत छोटे हो यार." तो मेरे साथ एडिटर दूसरे गए थे, तो क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा था कि तुम वहाँ पे पागल हो जाओगे नदीम साहब को देख के, मैं तुम्हारे साथ चलता हूँ। इंटरव्यू किया, वो इंटरव्यू ड्रामे में भी इंक्लूड कर दिया उन्होंने, भैया आपका इंटरव्यू आया। देन आफ्टर 10 years I went to interview him for Dawn and he was like, तुम कंबाइन के स्टूडियो में आए थे ना? यस सर। के यू हैव गेन्ड अ लॉट ऑफ वेट। मैं यू हैवंट चेंज्ड अ बिट। अल्लाह का शुक्र है। तो वो हमारे बड़े आइकॉन है भाई, आप उनको क्यों निकाल जाया किया? पिछले 10 साल में जाया किया आपने। द लास्ट टाइम ही डिड अ प्रॉपर फिल्म इज मैं हूं शायद आफरीदी, हमारी सिद्ध के अब्बा बने थे।
हमारी सिद्ध के अब्बा बने थे, बिल्कुल।
उसके बाद कौन सा किया आपने? उनको भाई लोग और ये सारी बेकार फिल्मों में डाल दिया।
नहीं, हमने चले अगर कभी हम ड्रामा भी लिखवा लेते, हमने उनके लिए कभी कुछ लिखवाया ही नहीं वैसा सोच के। आई मीन आई ऑल्सो फील लाइक फॉर शान, आई डोंट नो, लाइक आई रियली लाइक अर्थ 2, आई थिंक व्हेन ही डिड दैट विद उस्मा हसन रुथी एंड हुमायमा वाज देयर, आई थिंक दैट वाज अ रियली लवली फिल्म, बट very, I really liked it. I thought it was a lovely film, but I felt like yes, it had a lot of room that it could have, if it filled that room, it would have been amazing.
शान भाई आज भी हीरो ही है।
हीरो ही है, man looks so good. Charisma.
उसको सामने खड़े होंगे ना आप, वहीं फ्लैट हो जाएंगे। यार ये कौन है, ये क्यों है, ये कैसे है, मगर वो लाहौर से निकलते ही नहीं बाहर। He is a pan Pakistan actor, not a pan Lahore actor.
No, and he has that charisma, man. You put him on a billboard and you'll just stare at the billboard.
ना करें ना, दूसरों की फिल्म में भी करें बैठ के ना।
एक तो ये बड़ा मसला है, हमें दूसरे की फिल्म क्यों नहीं करनी होती, ये क्या बात है?
पता नहीं, दूसरों की फिल्म करें ना। अगर साई-फाई फिल्म शान भाई बनाएंगे कोई, कौन नहीं देखेगा, सब जाएंगे।
पर शान भाई बना पाएंगे साई-फाई फिल्म?
बना, कोई और बनाएगा शान को हीरो लेके अगर।
हाँ, तो कोई और
नहीं
करेंगे ना,
देखेंगे, कर लेंगे, एग्री करना, देखिए कर लेंगे। इस वक्त जो
अच्छा भाई देख लो, कोई मेयर भाई गारंटी ले
करना, देखिए कोई अप्रोच तो करे ना, उन्हें कोई अप्रोच। हर आदमी यही सोचता है ना, नहीं शान अप्रोच के बाहर है, ये नहीं मिल सकता हमको। अब अप्रोच तो करें यार। एक आदमी बनाया आपका हीरो है, जैसे 90s, और आपने बाबर अली को खत्म कर दिया यार, मेरी भगवाएं कर रहे हैं यार।
बट आई मीन बाबर अली, माय गॉड, अगेन अमेजिंग स्टार्स।
क्यों अब अब्बा क्यों आ रहे हैं? ही इज ओनली 54 years old।
बट मैं यहाँ पे थोड़ा ना, आई वुड लाइक टू, मैं अपने दिल के पपोले भी हम थोड़े से जला लेते हैं, बिकॉज उमर भाई, हैवंट वी डन दिस टू जर्नलिस्ट ऑल्सो? The real journalists, the people who've actually broken their backs and and given their sweat and tears to this, we are nowhere. We are not considered as seriously as, let's say, on a bloggy page you'll find some X320 princess has made a comment and then that will be news. और हम जो वो पूरी खबर लिख के, we've done research and
what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food?
Yeah, that will be something worth studying, worth listening to, and worth paying attention to for an audience, but not what actual journalists are saying. What do you say about this current age where even we are somehow become relics of the past? Or are we relics of the past?
No, we are not.
Okay.
These people think that we are not. Because I once met a young journalist and he asked me, when I did Juhi Chawla's interview for the news, he asked me, why didn't you do Madhuri Dixit's interview? Because they were both in the Gulab Gang and I was given the option of doing one. That Juhi Chawla? Hey, why not Madhuri? मैं कहा जूही चावला माधुरी कर लेंगे मगर जूही चावला क्योंकि वो उसमें विलन थी फिल्म के अंदर
Yeah.
और प्लस मुझे जूही चावला का पाकिस्तान कनेक्शन भी तो था ना
Yeah,
तो मैंने कहा
obviously, she's
जूही
had family
चावला
here, yeah.
ओके आई वांट टू इंटरव्यू माधुरी दीक्षित मैंने कहा हैव यू सीन एनी फिल्म्स ऑफ माधुरी दीक्षित नो मैं देन आई लाइक हर ये एग्जैक्टली
What?
Then I also met a guy who was interning with us. He said, I asked him to write the 5 names of best ever Pakistani athletes.
Okay.
The first name was Shahid Afridi.
Okay.
Ever. The second name was Abdul Razak. Third was Kamran Akmal. Fourth was भाई इमरान खान. हाँ भाई जावेद मियादाद, भाई समीउल्लाह, भाई इस्लाउद्दीन, भाई शहबाज सीनियर, भाई जहांगीर खान. तो कह रहे जहांगीर खान कौन थे?
जहांगीर खान को I was about to say कि ये please don't tell me somebody asked you.
कि वो मैंने कहा कि जहांगीर खान कौन थे? मैं खड़ा हुआ इधर देखा लोग थे, मैं कहा इलेक्ट्रा क्या हुआ? मैं जहांगीर खान नहीं पता. तो बजाय इसके कि वो अपने चुप हो जाएंगे, ज़्यादा मशहूर नहीं होंगे. तो वी आर नॉट रिलिक ऑफ द पास्ट. So yeah, they are basically.
Actually, I don't know. I feel like the new nation is
every ढंग का actor would agree to give us interview.
Yeah.
Every not ढंग का actor would not.
Yeah.
Because they'll be scared.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
once interviewed Kapil Dev over the phone when ICL was being launched, Indian Cricket League. I called him. I said, sir, मैं पाकिस्तान से जियो इंग्लिश से बात कर रहा हूँ, मेरल भी. हाँ बोलिए. तो वो आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछने. बिल्कुल पूछिए, रिकॉर्ड पे डालिए. मैंने सर मैं आपको क्वेश्चंस बता दूं. क्यों बता दें? कोई चोरी थोड़ी की है. पूछिए जो पूछना है.
Yeah.
सिक्योर आदमी ना, सिक्योर माइंडसेट. Not many actors in Pakistan, old or new, both have secure mindsets. Numan Ijaz doesn't give interviews.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to give interview to favorite co-star, favorite moment.
सुबह उठते हैं तो क्या खाते हैं नाश्ते में सबसे पहले आप?
नुमान इजाज किसी से अगर जो है वो जगह अपनी चेंज कर लें, कौन सा एक्टर ऐसा होगा जिसका रोल करना चाहेंगे, वो क्यों मत आएगा भाई?
His time is more important.
Exactly, his time is more important. तो ये वाला प्रॉब्लम है ना इस वक्त. हमारे जो सारे हैं देखिए हर थोड़े दिनों बाद things change.
Yeah.
In 1980s, everybody wanted to be a PTV actor. ठीक है. In 1990s, everybody wanted to be a singer for the music channel chart.
VJ.
Music channel chart. Basically, music channel charts आना चाहिए ना. एक गाना कर दें कोई भी कैसा भी. 2000 to 2010, everybody wanted to be a newscaster.
Yeah.
Jio पे आना है.
Jio पे आना है.
2010 से 2020, everybody wanted to be a reporter.
And social media influencer.
वो अब है.
और
2021 से लेके 2030 तक everybody wants to be a social media influencer.
Yeah.
चाहे आए या ना आए, चाहे पता हो कि ना हो.
Yeah.
मतलब मुझसे किसी ने एक रेस्टोरेंट पे बुलाया, मुझे कहा कि चला गया मैं. सर आप इसको कहाँ कवर करेंगे? किसको? जो आपने खाया है. मैंने तो कुछ नहीं खाया. अभी आपको देंगे तो वो आप उसकी वीडियो बनाएंगे. क्यों? वो आप अपने इंस्टा पे डालेंगे, मैं अपने इंस्टा पे क्यों डालूंगा? नहीं सर आपको इसीलिए बुलाया है. मैं कहा मुझे तो ऑफिस ने भेजा है यहाँ कि देख लो क्या है, उस पर राइटअप लिख दूंगा. नहीं सर वो अगर आप, मैं कहा नहीं उससे नहीं करा भाई, मैं किसी बच्चे को भेज देता हूँ वो कर लेगा. यही प्रॉब्लम है ना. दे डोंट वांट सीरियस. मैं किसी रेस्टोरेंट का रिव्यू करने जाऊंगा तो मैं तो उसके पकड़े उखेड़ दूंगा ना. क्लीनलीनेस को पॉइंट्स दूंगा, सर्विंग को पॉइंट्स दूंगा. आप सोचिए एक रेस्टोरेंट रिव्यू में हम लोग 10 लोग गए थे. Everybody was making stream was आपका reels and taking selfies, and I was the only one who was writing कि service ये take cross trick है. What is he doing? एक साहब पूछ रहे हैं आके what is he doing? क्या बेटा तुम्हारा जनाजा निकालना है. They don't want people like us.
But then there is a cost to this.
For them?
For us.
No. देखिए मैं आज तक जितना भी काम किया अपनी मर्जी से किया. आई वॉज वंस आस्क्ड बाय अ PR एजेंसी कि आप सर इनका इंटरव्यू कर लें. मैं नहीं करना. हाँ डॉन का फ्रंट पेज है, मैं नहीं करना. क्यों? दिल नहीं चाह रहा. सर क्या
or,
मतलब
or their work doesn't excite you or
हाँ,
something.
मेरा
Yeah.
दिल क्यों नहीं चाह रहा, मैं मूड नहीं हो रहा, तो ये मगर सर ये तो मैं 20 साल, उस पर 20 साल हुए, तो मैं 20 साल से ऐसे ही कर रहा हूँ भाई, मुझे पता नहीं है, मैं नहीं करूँगा इंटरव्यू, आप इनका एक्टर का इंटरव्यू कर लें, नहीं करना, किसी और को दे दो। ये चीज़ है ना, आप अपनी मर्जी से काम करें, सेटिस्फाइड, रोजाना मज़ेदार जिंदगी। मगर ये लोग जो हैं, इनको मजबूरी है। देखिए, आप अपने आप को आप पे डिपेंड करता है ना, आप कितना चला सकते हैं, कैसे चला सकते हैं। आप 20 साल का काम जो है वो 20 साल में करें, आप 20 साल का काम 20 दिन में करें, आप एग्जॉस्ट हो जाएंगे ना 20 दिन में।
या वो तो चले, देखिए वो तो आपकी कॉलिंग है। अगर आप if you're responding to the calling, you will eventually land at the right place. Maybe later, maybe earlier, maybe with a lot, maybe with a little, but at least somewhere deep down you'll be satisfied that I did what I was meant to do or what I wanted to do. But one thing which is very important in what's changing in the media now is that all of us also have to up our games. Like you and I are now sitting doing podcasts.
Exactly.
Right? So we have educated ourselves. We have upped our game. But still, I feel like we still aren't taken as seriously sometimes. And like, I'll come down. We are. I love that meaningful laugh. But I think that maybe we're taking seriously, but then also the kind
they don't want to show that they are taking it seriously, but they are taking it seriously. Because when the first 3 days I didn't write anything about Neelofer.
Right.
You did.
I did. Oh my
Was
God,
trolled.
did I? Yeah.
And then I did.
Actually, you know what? I want to be honest there. I was very trying to like, I was trying not to say anything, but I was like, why should I stay silent? Am I being told to stay silent? No. Am I being paid to stay silent? I would never do that. So why should I not give my opinion about the film that I've gone and watched with my own money?
Exactly.
Nobody has given me a free pass on this. So
I live in Clifton.
right.
I went to Rashid Minhas cinema. 750 rupees. 750 rupees.
Yeah. And then how much was the ticket? Yeah.
1,000 ticket.
Yeah.
And since the film was bad, I bought large popcorn as well. It was a loss and loss for me, basically.
Total loss.
And even then, I didn't write a status.
Yeah.
I didn't post anything till people started trolling you.
Yeah, I know.
And then I lost it.
Yeah.
आपने कहा कि आपको review करना है.
I told you, I said, I don't know why we're silent about this, because see, people think that it is a hate against Mahira or Fawad. I'm like, I love Humayun. I absolutely adore Humayun Saeed, right? Like as a person, as his craft, as what he's done for the industry. Mad props to that man. But I'm sorry, if Manto was not a good show, I am going to say Manto is not a good show.
Exactly.
Why are these two things mutually exclusive?
I did an explainer on Manto and bashed Khalil Rahman Khamar.
Yeah.
Humayun bhai didn't mind.
No, he doesn't. He does not mind. That's the
Exactly.
best thing about him. Yeah. He knows and he understands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His first film, Intaha, I reviewed it.
Yeah, I remember Intaha.
It was my first review.
Oh, it was your first review.
And it was written as my cousin, in my cousin's names, because I wanted the money.
Oh.
And the editor didn't want, you work here, write a review.
Right.
मैं तो नहीं लिखूंगा, cousin के नाम से लिखवाया, cousin जो थी वो आई, उनको चेक दे दिया, वो चेक जमा किया, पैसे मेरे, in 1999.
Yeah.
I wrote the review, 4 pages
But
review.
you didn't know any better. Yeah.
TV Times.
Yeah.
And when Don editor Allama Tanveer, he was editing it, he was used to edit TV Times, I was sitting with him. And my name was not in the byline. And he was editing it and Shah Rukh Khan, Shah space Rukh space Khan. Young man, Shah Rukh Khan. मुझे क्यों बता रहे? करने एंड में कह रहे well done. मैंने नहीं लिखा है, बको नहीं. और and then he took me to Don कि अब तुम यहाँ लिखोगे अपने नाम से जो भी. Though I wrote Intaha's worst review basically. I thrashed the film. समीना पियादा बहुत खफा हुई थी. उन्होंने कहा कौन लड़की है जिसने लिखा है? उनका लड़की तो है ही नहीं. Then I reviewed No Paisa No Problem. There was a scene in No Paisa No Problem where Humayun Saeed was standing at I.H. Chandrika Road and with Ahmed Ibrahim. I.H. Chandrika Road, Ahmed Ibrahim near HBL.
Yeah.
And Fakhri Alam was in his car at Sean Bank and was taking out some money in a briefcase. 2 guys on motorcycle came, snatched the briefcase from here and went towards Clifton. Humayun Saeed turned, ran after them, crossed the Clifton Bridge somehow and then kicked them in Van Damme
चीट
style.
कर लिया ना, माफ कर देना, चीट
Kicked
कर
them
लिया।
in Van Damme style, and they
cheat कर रहे
landed
हो।
on
हाँ। किसी को
Sunset.
क्या पता,
Exactly.
लाहौर में बैठे बंदे को क्या पता।
They landed on Sunset at Seaview.
वेरी गुड।
मैंने लिख दिया,
हाँ
सही है, हुमायूं भाई, वो भी अपने नाम से नहीं लिखा था। तो हुमायूं भाई को पता चल गया बाद में, उमर के बच्चे वो फैंटेसी में था, वो मिशन इम्पॉसिबल की वाली जगह पे जाके अनिल कपूर और ऐश्वर्या डांस कर रहे हैं, वो तुम्हें बर्दाश्त है। भाई ठीक है, मगर ये बर्न था मेरे लिए। क्या हुआ, मार दिया मुझे उन्होंने।
नहीं।
देन व्हेन मैं हूँ शायद अफरीदी वाज रिलीज्ड इन 2013, the premiere was held on a Wednesday. बिकॉज प्रीमियर्स तो होते नहीं थे। मैं देख के आया प्रीमियर पे, तो मुझे मुनीबा कमाल एडिटर थी, उन्होंने कहा कि इफ़ यू कैन राइट अ रिव्यू इन an hour, दे दो, आई विल ड्रॉप द 4th पेज एंड इंक्लूड योर रिव्यू। एंड द रिव्यू गॉट पब्लिश्ड ऑन संडे, पॉजिटिव। 2 साल तक मेरे पीछे पड़े रहे हुमायूं भाई, ढूंढने में मिल ही नहीं रहा कि वो डांटेंगे मुझे। वो कह रहे हैं अबे तेरा रिव्यू, क्या रिव्यू था। बशर मोमिन के उसमें मुझे मिले, मैं तुझे ढूंढ रहा हूँ, तुम भाग क्यों रहे हो। मैं कहा फिर आप डांटेंगे कि नहीं, अरे यार अच्छा था। तो 2 bad reviews, 1 good review. I didn't like पंजाब नहीं जाऊंगी because in हुमायूं सईद, महविश हयात and वासे चौधरी. In which universe Vasi Chaudhary will get the heroine?
लंदन नहीं जाऊंगा।
लंदन नहीं जाऊंगा। In which universe Vasi Chaudhary will get the heroine in front of Humayun Saeed?
But speaking of Vasi Chaudhary, I think he's one of the best writers we have.
Exactly.
He is one of the best. I think he's very underutilized, and why are we making him write Love
They could
Guru?
have cast Ehsan Khan, Mikal Zulfikar, anybody else who was London returned basically.
हाँ, an actual London
Exactly.
return. Yeah, वो
ये
तो
हो
सही।
गया। अब तो क्या, मैं तो लिख दिया कि मुझे पसंद नहीं है, क्या हुआ। मैं आदमी सिक्योर इतना हो ना अपनी क्राफ्ट में कि वो आपको कुछ ना कह सके। आपका अपना काम कर रहे हैं। लव गुरु सबको बुरी लग रही थी, मुझे तो अच्छी लगी भाई, मैंने तारीफ लिख दी। बिक गया, मैं कहाँ बिक गया, मैं बिक गया क्या,
कितने में बिक रहे हैं हम लोग, ये बताए ना जरा, क्या रेट क्या लगा हुआ है,
मुझे खुद नहीं पता, मतलब लोग बता दें मुझे कितने मिल गए थे भाई। हमें तो अल्लाह माफ करे रिव्यू लिखने के पैसे नहीं मिलते।
यहाँ तो खैर इन पाकिस्तान इट्स क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट, बट लाइक आई एम टॉकिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक ग्लोबली, आई थिंक दैट journalism is, I mean, or real journalists anyway, offer perspective, which a lot of people do not. Concluding our conversation, Umair bhai, I do want you to shed light, and hope we can have more conversations like that. I do want you to shed light on the future of cinema, the future of literature and art, because I think even literature and art are dying, although we're like opening a huge other debate for which I think we'll have another podcast. But now you look at the future of cinema, now I think slightly there is another slow revival coming, you know, there are people
survival basically.
Survival ही है, लेकिन फिर भी वो हालात नहीं है जो पिछले 3-4 साल से थे, वो तो बिल्कुल ही डेड था ना लैंडस्केप।
आपको याद होगा 90s में एक रिवाइवल हुआ था, मिनी रिवाइवल, जो संगम सरगम,
ये दिल आपका हुआ,
ये दिल आपका तो 2002 है, ये तो आपका संगम सरगम 95 96 जीवा, ये सब आई थी। क्यों आई थी? इसलिए कि 1990 में जब NTM आया है, वो रोज एक पाकिस्तानी फिल्म, हर हफ्ते में 3 पाकिस्तानी फिल्में चला रहा था। लोग देखते थे, लोगों को आइडिया होता था हमने ये काम किया, ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद वो कहते थे चलो यार ये भी देखते हैं। आपने अपने सिनेमा को इज्जत दी थी ना, लोग इसलिए फिर सिनेमा को इज्जत देने आए थे। पिछले 20 साल में कौन सी फिल्म दिखाई गई है पाकिस्तानी टीवी पे, किसी चैनल पे भी, ईद पे नहीं दिखाई, कोई कुछ भी नहीं किया। किसी पुराने एक्टर को आपने, आप मजाक रात में बुला के तो उसको सेलिब्रेट कर लें, लेकिन क्या किया आपने? कुछ भी नहीं किया। आप अपने सिनेमा को इज्जत ही नहीं दे रहे, आप लोगों को बता ही नहीं रहे कि लोग कि हमने क्या क्या बनाया है। तो क्या होगा, रोड वो आएगी कराची से लाहौर और लोग कहेंगे फर्स्ट रोड ट्रिप फिल्म, रोड 2 से आती फर्स्ट रोड ट्रिप फिल्म, कोई और सुनाएंगे फर्स्ट साइंस फिक्शन, शानी थी फर्स्ट साइंस फिक्शन। नहीं पता ना, पर लिटरेचर तो हमारी फिल्मों के बारे में है ही नहीं किसी के पास, कि कैसे पता चलेगा। तो द इशू इज फर्स्ट गिव योर सिनेमा सम रिस्पेक्ट, मेक पीपल वॉच ओल्ड फिल्म्स, किसी फेस्टिवल में लगा दी,
रीमास्टर कर दें यार हमारी पुरानी फिल्मों को प्लीज।
वहीद मुराद की तो फिल्में और YouTube पे पड़ी हुई है, लोग आराम से देख सकते हैं सारी फिल्में।
बहुत बुरी क्वालिटी में,
नहीं, अच्छी क्वालिटी में वहीद मुराद की पूरा चैनल है, उनके बेटे ने बनाया था, वहीद मुराद फिल्म्स के नाम से करके समथिंग है,
गाइस चेक इट आउट यार,
सब उस पे सारी फिल्में पड़ी हैं। मैं देख रहा था उस दिन बंदगी बैठा हुआ, मैंने नीलोफर से पहले बंदगी देखी, उसमें भी अंधी लड़की थी, मगर वो अंधी जो थी वो शबनम थी ना। वो
भाई नीलोफर का तो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ना, मुझे इतनी तकलीफ हुई थी माहिरा और फवाद को इस फिल्म में बर्बाद होते देख के। I mean, फवाद इज सच अ ब्रिलियंट एक्टर एंड आई
खूबसूरत,
नो बट ही इज अ गुड एक्टर।
हां, मगर देखिए हमें आई कैंडी भी चाहिए ना, आई
कैंडी खूबसूरत दोनों है वो, बट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिज ऑब्सेशन विद प्रायोरिटाइजिंग बॉर्डर पार।
अबीर गुलाल क्यों की थी?
आई डोंट,
तो अबीर गुलाल कोई नाम है? गुलाल लग रही थी पहले नाम पे, कोई अबीर गुलाल,
नाम ही अटैक है। लेकिन मैं फिर भी उनके लिए मुझे अफसोस होता है कि हमारे एक्टर्स ने भी प्रायोरिटाइज नहीं किया अपने मुल्क को। बड़े फवाद चाहता तो पाकिस्तान को बहुत ऊंचा लेके जा सकता, ही कुड हैव टेकन अस।
फवाद ने JPNA 2 में वो क्या बेवकूफी का रोल किया था,
बट आई थॉट दैट वाज सो फनी, बट देन ही कुड हैव डन मोर।
एग्जैक्टली, ही कुड हैव डन मोर। लेकिन लोग फवाद को देखना चाहते हैं।
यस,
मौला जट एग्जाम्पल है कि मौला जट, ही वाज मौला जट। 5-4 साल हो गए फिल्म को, कहीं ना कहीं अभी भी लगी हुई होगी। तो आप अपनी
क्यों नहीं आ रही स्ट्रीमिंग पे वैसे? व्हाई आर दे स्टॉलिंग द स्ट्रीमिंग? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड।
कोई ले लेगा उसको इंशाल्लाह, क्योंकि देखिए बड़ी फिल्म है, उस पे आप रोक नहीं सकते।
नो, नॉट एट ऑल, बट इट्स बीन अ व्हाइल। इट रिलीज्ड व्हाट 3 years ago,
22 शायद ना, 22
3 years ago।
फवाद जो है उसको लोग देखना चाहते हैं। बड़ी मुश्किल से तो एक इतना खूबसूरत हीरो आपके पास है।
वैसी बात तो नहीं है, हमारे सारे
फिल्मों में कहाँ आ रहे हैं बेचारे, फिल्मों में सारे पुराने ही आ रहे हैं। नहीं देखिए, आजकल की जनरेशन जिसके पीछे पागल हो जाए। अब वो समर जाफरी बहुत अच्छी है, लेकिन समर जाफरी बच्चा है अभी,
बच्चा है।
हाँ, उसको मगर
हुमायूं वाज गुड लुकिंग, एहसान खान बड़े प्यारे थे।
साल हो गए ना, 20 साल हो गए ना, तो वो 20 साल को देखें, वो 20 एक जनरेशन निकल गई। आज की जनरेशन जो,
बट आज तो हम हीरो बना ही रहे, सॉरी, हम सिर्फ टेलीविजन ड्रामा पे एक रोमांटिक मेल लीड बना रहे हैं, हम हीरोज तो
एहसन खान की आपने बात की, एहसन खान ने फिल्में की हैं मगर अच्छी नहीं की ना, क्यों नहीं की भाई? समीर खान ने फिल्में की हैं, क्यों नहीं अच्छी की?
ये तो आप मुझे टॉन्ट मार रहे हैं, 11 के ऊपर टॉन्ट मार रहे हैं आप।
क्यों नहीं की? सवाल यही ना कि देखिए बेचारों के पास ऑप्शंस ही नहीं है। फहद मुस्तफा कर लेता है, मगर फहद मुस्तफा ने तो कई फिल्में ऐसी की जो मतलब वो खुद जाएंगे भूल जाए। एग्जैक्टली,
डब्बे थे वो।
हमारे पास एक्टर्स हैं, हमारे पास एक्ट्रेसेस हैं, खूबसूरत से खूबसूरत, टैलेंटेड से टैलेंटेड, हमारे पास ऑप्शंस नहीं है जब तक हमारे राइटर्स अच्छे नहीं होंगे। देखिए फिल्म लिखना जो है बहुत मुश्किल काम,
बहुत मुश्किल काम।
आप कॉपी ही मार लें, आप पड़ोस की कोई फिल्म, किसी भी मुल्क की फिल्म कॉपी ही मार लें भाई, तो उससे ही सीखने को मिल जाएगा। एक्ट 1, एक्ट 2, एक्ट 3, डायलॉग्स कैसे करना है।
लेकिन यहाँ पे तलाक में मैं कहती हूँ पड़ोसियों से ना ही सीखे अब।
इंडिया नहीं, जनरल और भी बहुत सारे पड़ोसी हैं भाई, और भी पड़ोसी हैं। एक जूते पे फिल्म बन सकती है उनके यहाँ। उनके किस चीज पे फिल्म नहीं बनी? पाकिस्तान और ईरान की कोलैबोरेशन हुई थी इन 1971, ऑपरेशन कराची, ठीक है। एक उड़न खटोला आएगा जिसका गाना था,
हेलीकॉप्टर, उड़न खटोला आएगा, अच्छा वो वाला गाना।
हेलीकॉप्टर से मोटर बोट पे जंप मारी थी उसमें, गाड़ी शरह फैसल पे या हाईवे पे बगैर ड्राइवर की चल रही थी, जिसमें वो गाने पे बैठे हुए हैं। तो आप कर सकते थे यार, आपने उसको जो है वो आपने कैश ही नहीं किया है सारी चीजों को। ईरान की फिल्म आज भी उठाएं, एक तो लगेगा नहीं कि ईरान की फिल्म है, लगेगा हॉलीवुड की कोई फिल्म है। सही है, वो क्या है, क्यों नहीं करते, उससे सीखते? हम क्यों फजूल चीजों में पड़े रहते हैं? हम उनके ड्रामे उठा के, अपने ड्रामे बहुत सारे कॉपी मारते हैं, हम उनकी फिल्में उठा के मारते हैं, वो हमारी फिल्में मारते हैं।
कॉपियां कर रहे हैं हम लोग तो आजकल,
गलत कर रहे हैं ना। देखिए हमारा जो हमारा मेन चीज है लोगों की देखने की, जो लोग देखना चाहते हैं, देखने जाते हैं, वो नहीं दे रहे उनको। तो उनको पर ऑप्शन, जॉली LLB 3, पाकिस्तान इंडिया कोई मसला ही नहीं है, क्या जबरदस्त फिल्म है, 1 और 2 से अच्छी नहीं है, लेकिन फिल्म तो अच्छी है ना, प्रॉपर फिल्म तो है।
नहीं वो खैर वो फिल्में ये भी नहीं बना रहे, बट जस्ट कंक्लूडिंग द डिबेट, उमर भाई, व्हाट इज दैट वन लाइन दैट यू वांट टू से टू पाकिस्तानी फिल्म मेकर्स?
Don't insult the audience.
Don't think we're stupid.
Nah, don't think they're stupid, basically. They have HBO Max now, they have Netflix, they have Amazon Prime, they have everything. They have YouTube, basically. They're not stupid.
So don't assume us. Don't insult our intelligence.
Exactly.
On that note, thank you so much, Umair Alvi Sahab, for giving me your time. This wonderful conversation, which I hope to have more of. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, do let us know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow Umair Alvi. Thank you so much, Umair bhai, once again. We hope to continue this conversation and hope for betterment for not just cinema, but humanity in general as well through art and journalism. Thank you.